I think I've just about run out of words, Dan. I'm going to let you take this one away. What an exciting,
I think that PM Magazine football would be a hot item tonight.
True. Very true.
The Big Ten champion Illini. They did it. The Fighting Illini have all but locked up the Big Ten spot in the Rose Bowl. They did it with a nationally televised 16-6 win over Michigan, their first ever against Bo Schembechler. The bottom line is this: Illinois is unbeaten in the conference with Iowa, Ohio State, and Michigan already in the books. If the Illini can win 2 out of 3 against Minnesota, Indiana, and Northwestern, and they will be heavy favorites in all 3, they go to Pasadena. Was it fun out there today? Well, let's roll the tape and find out. A record crowd at the stadium, 76,127 squeezed in, and the Fighting Illini made their appearance just before the kickoff, and that got the crowd going. One of the better crowds we've ever had, at least since I've been here in 7 years at the stadium. Also, CBS on hand to beam it to a national audience. They saw Michigan score first. Bob Bergeron with a 38-yard field goal on the first possession. That made it 3-0, and that's the way the first quarter ended. The Illini hurt themselves today with turnovers, but they played great defense, and that's what won them the game. Sacked by Darrell Thompson right here in the second on Steve Smith. Jack Trudeau had him going here in the second quarter on a drive, hit Mitchell Brookins for 21 on a slanty, and that got him way down into Michigan territory. But just a couple of plays later, Trudeau pulled out a little bit too soon, dropped the ball. Mike Mallory recovered, and Michigan was back in business. But the defense told the tale, as we said. The kick by Don Bracken, partially deflected by Illinois linebacker Luke Sewell. He's a little excited about it. The Illini got it in good shape and scored not long after when Trudeau rolled right and dumped it to Thomas Rooks, who dived over for the touchdown. The kick made it 7-3, and the Illini were on top to stay. And that record crowd loved it. Bo Schembechler did not. Mike White off the field with a 4-point halftime lead in the game today. Third quarter action, Michigan rolled up a pretty good drive, just like they had done to open the game. Kerry Smith with a big gainer here, 23 yards. This was a long, time-consuming drive that ended in another field goal. Bergeron from 28 this time. 7:43 to go in the third quarter, and it was 7-6, just a 1-point lead. The play of the day may be on offense. Thomas Rooks with a tremendous run. Ran into traffic, cut it back outside, then weaved his way 35 yards all the way to the Michigan 43. They got it all the way to the 1. It was 3rd and goal from there. But again, Trudeau couldn't find the handle, and Michigan's right on top of the football. The roses weren't smelling so good at that point in the game. 7-6 after 3, Mike White was concerned, but he needn't have been, because on the first play of the third, here we go. Trudeau to Williams, over the middle, and he is gone after he turns the corner. A swan dive over the alumni stripe, and Illinois is ahead by a score of 14-6, and that would have been more than enough today. Big celebration at the stadium. The defense took over from that point. Smith back to throw. Michigan was forced to pass. He was hammered there by Don Thorpe. And the kicking game was outstanding today. Chris Sigourney's punt here. This is midway through the fourth quarter. Caught and down at the 1-yard line. They kept him in a hole all day long, and if you thought that one was good, as Sig did, obviously, here, you'll love the next one. This came with just about 1.5 minutes to play. Evan Cooper back to field it for the Wolverines. Ran out of the end zone, back to the end zone, and was stopped right there by Joe Miles for the 2-point safety. Illinois takes the lead 16-6. That would be the final score, and there's a lot of celebrating going on tonight.
And Illinois is headed to Pasadena.